What's happening, people? United Central here, back with another video. I'm back with what you saying, bro?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
good?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm good. What's happening? What's happening? We saying we're back
Yeah, man.
in the building
Good, man.
Friday night.
Yeah. Friday night, man. Friday night settings. You get me? What are you telling me, people? The special guest will be coming, guys. I know you're probably thinking, where is the special guest? But they will be coming.
Yeah,
It's just a matter of time until he comes to the stage. You get me? But yo, big up everybody. Someone says you froze, Saeed. Did I froze 1 minute or something?
yeah. I think when he came in, it went kind of slow. That's why I was late to react. But we're in.
Mm.
We're in.
Someone says technical problems already. Yo, listen, it's like it's I'm on yeah. What it is here for me, I'm on 4G, but it's like it's just crazy, man. You know, someone says fresh trim. Yo, listen, always fresh trim, lad. Always fresh trim. But you, man, yeah, smash the like the video, man. You get me? You're gonna like this video already. How's my connection right now, people? Is it a bit slow? Is it a bit what? Let me know, the people, man. Let me know. Let me know. You get me? Let me know in the thing in the building, man. You get me? Shout out to the regulars. Saeed, when you only get sacked, can we have a moonlight party? I treat you like a milkshake moonlight. Yo, big up milkshake moonlight, one of the best in the building. You get me? Someone says, hey, I haven't watched your video in the weeks. Let me know where you watch from around the world, people. Let me know where you watch it from around the world. You get me? That's going to be a big one tonight. We have a big show tonight. You know what I mean? We're going to have a special guest. He is on his way. He will be here. You get me? Anytime soon. You get me? Someone says it's calm right now. Yeah, man. Come on. Man, like Alice in the building. Your calmest connection. Yo, big up, man. We will get there, man. We will get there. Connection smooth as your trim, bro.
Yeah,
Mussa, what are you telling me, though? You good, yeah? Should I
yeah.
be
I'm in the
excited?
building. I'm good, man.
Yes.
What you saying?
Should I be excited? Should I be excited about this special guest?
Yeah, they should be, man. 'Cause he's got a lot to say about United. Every time we talk about United, he's got a lot to say about United. So it's proper. I can see people saying big up to everyone. To see the brothers are in the building, it's like a little Halal
Yeah,
FC.
man, come on. Yeah, Halal FC. You know them ones there, bro. Come on, man. We
That's
have
what's going on right now.
yeah, man, come on. You know what I'm saying? We have watching from India, 3:45 a.m. Yo, big up yourself. Smash that like button. Come on, Don Robbie's right there. Smash that like button. Whereabouts is revert to Islam? Inshallah, I find him one day. Whereabouts are you from, man?
London, man. I'm London based, man. I'm London based.
Yeah, man, come on.
Local,
You know what I'm trying to say to you? Yeah, come on. Birmingham is where the water is succulent. Oh, come on. You get me?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone says it, Abdi, trust me. We need to take Ollie for some good food. But yo, guys, we're gonna start this video already. Someone saying here, super chat here, loving the show, real talk, keep it up. Yo, big up, man. We're gonna keep it up as always, man. You get me?
Big up.
Come on, man. You get me? But yo, listen, the title of the video is Woodward plans for Ollie. Did you read about this, Musa? What did you make of this, man? Woodward has plans for Ollie, man. It's talked about. Said,
what? Go on.
What's that? Sorry, go on.
That's it. Go on. What was it? So what did you get from it?
Basically, he's talked to the press and he's briefed the press and he's saying that Woodward, you know what I'm saying, is going to back Ollie with a long-term vision. You know what I mean? He's going to back Ollie in terms of producing money for him. You know what I mean? He's going to back him in the transfer window and he's going to back him fully. You know what I mean? What did you make of this, man? You know what I mean? Like, is this for you a clear signing of, you know what, he's here to stay? Or, you know what I mean? I remember when they backed Mourinho and they sacked him in December. I mean, they backed him in September and they sacked him in December. What do you read it? What do you make of this, bro?
For me, I don't know, man. I don't know if Woodward's trying to lower the expectations of the fan base and to kind of allow us to get into this mode of thinking that qualifying for the top four is good enough for us at United, and if that's enough for us. And I don't know if he's trying to just like prepare us mentally for a long season ahead with Ollie, because one, he's got no plans to kind of ditch Ollie and spend money on a new manager and then new ideas and new players and kind of overhaul the squad for who the next man is who comes in. So I feel like this could be a disguise to kind of get us to just lower expectations, because there's a group of the fan base who really do believe that within the next couple of games, if Solskjaer doesn't get it right, he could be at the door. And then with that, I think, Woodward knows that. He knows that there's a growing number of supporters and the media, because after that loss, if you look at how the media dealt with Ole after the loss in the Champions League, they were on him. Everybody was like, he's not good enough. He has to leave. He's been here for 2 years. Like, the whole media was on him. And as soon as, he gets all of that from the media, then comes in Woodward with this, I'm backing Ole, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like once the pressure rises and it becomes unable for him to stay, I don't know, man. I don't know how. I don't care what type of backing you give Ole. I don't care what type of players you buy him. If he continues to do what he's been doing on and off, like winning some games, losing some games, when the pressure mounts and the fan base speak, they're just lucky that we're not in the stadium. Because if we were in the stadium,
man, serious. Is it kind of a good PR?
Nuts.
Is it a good PR move for what's it called? For Woodward, you know what I mean? That kind of good PR, man. I mean, they know that the board are happy with, Ole. You know what I mean? The kind of fans, that most of the fans are happy with Ole. You know what I mean? Is it a good PR stuff for Woodward to say, you know what, I'm backing Ole? You know what I mean? I just feel like it's a good PR stunt, this, man. I mean, what perfect moment to get fans back on your side and say, I'm gonna back Ole. I want to back your favorite. You know what I mean? Like, it's for me, it's like a good move, man. It really is a good move for him.
Yeah, of course it is, especially when we're coming out of a summer window where everybody said that he didn't back Ole, where Ole had 3 targets. He had a defender, he had a right wing, and he also had another. Yeah, he had another right. I think it was he had Grealish, Sancho, and they say Upamecano that he wanted. And then from the 3, he got Van der Beek, who everybody at the time was like, yeah, it's a good signing. But looking back at it, Ole wanted Grealish, he wanted Sancho, he wanted Upamecano. He didn't get none of them. He didn't get backed. And even when we kind of bought in Cavani and we bought in the 2 young players on the wing, everybody was like, Ole hasn't been back this summer. You know what I'm trying to say? So for him to come out now and be like, I'm going to back Ole, it's like, where was you in the summer? You know what I'm trying to say? You had your opportunity to back him and to do what you're saying you're going to do now. You didn't do it. All of a sudden now, like I said, the pressure's on. Because I think in the back of Ed Woodward's head is that I believe he thinks that the squad as a whole has been backed enough. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of money that's been put into United. And he thinks that Ole should be doing a better job with the squad that he's got. And that's why I think he didn't really put the money in the summer that he should have. But now he's seeing that we're struggling and it's the same old type of thing. But what it is with why we're struggling is that it takes a lot, for a top manager to be able to get into the mind of a top athlete. Like, it takes a lot for, the best players in the world to have someone come and tell them how to play the game of football. And Ole isn't that man. You know what I'm saying? That's why players like Scott McTominay and, players like that who, you know what I'm saying, like, they most probably, like, obviously they're United in and out. They remember United, Ole scoring the goal in the Champions League final. And to them, Ole's still, like, to them, seeing Ole is like seeing Zidane. But to Pogba,
it's a legend, isn't it?
seeing Ole's not like seeing, he's a legend. But to Pogba and players like Bruno, seeing Ole ain't like seeing Zidane. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm trying to say? They need, for them, managers like Pep, Klopp, Mourinho, those managers who command respect because of what they've done in the game and also what they're able to do from what they've done in coaching. These are the top managers that can get that extra bit out of those top players. And that's why I feel like we're looking at a squad that does have top players in De Gea, Pogba, Bruno, and he's just not Martial, but he just can't unlock them, man. He can't take them to the next level, man. And that's the reality, man. So now he's coming out of all this, I'm gonna back him, but I don't believe it, man. I think it's just PR, like you said.
It is PR, man. You know what I mean? It's probably the best PR you're gonna get, man. You know what I mean? It really is, man. It's the best PR you're ever gonna get because I feel like is a manager that's everyone's bashing him. It's not like Mourinho where everyone was one place, everyone was a united front. This is a manager who's divided opinion. It's literally Ole in for Ole out. You know what I mean? There's no clearer debate. And why would you have a kind of a what would you call it? You know what I mean? A mask around a football club or fans division. You want everyone to be together. You want everyone to be Ole in. You want everyone to be. You know what I mean? And for me, if he does that, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and gives it him, what confidence have you got that Ole after 2 years hasn't got? You know what I mean? It's still not learning on the job. What confidence has he got? What's the reason? Let's be blunt. What's the reason that Woodward is thinking about Ole? Is it a yes man? Is it because he knows that he won't trigger the owners? He won't say anything about the owners? It's almost like, yo, listen. I remember when we had all the Glazer problems. He said, don't. I think he said it to the press. He goes, don't let us down. Don't back out on us. Did you see that press conference?
Yeah.
He goes, stick with us.
I don't know, man. Ole's for me, yeah. And the thing with Ole is that he came into the job as a fan, talking like a fan, saying the things the fans wanted to hear. This is the Man United way. We impose ourselves on the opposition. We don't care what they're gonna do. 4-3-3. This is the way Alex played, and this is how we play, and I'm saying blah blah blah. And you guys would love to know the players that want to sign for Man United, that want to come here. He gave us all the big one. And I'm saying 2 years later, who did he bring? All these players that he said wanted to come here. He tried to get Haaland in.
Whoa. Yeah. He's back. The Don's back.
It
wasn't even the special guest, but you know what? He came through.
This is the special guest. Yeah.
You know what? It wasn't even actually the special guest, but he's back. The brother's back. What are you telling me,
it's Halal FC in here right now.
What are you telling me?
That's how it is. I'm good, man. How are you doing? Yeah, man.
We're not too bad, man. We're talking about your favorite project, Ole.
You know how it is, isn't it? You know how it is, mate. I think sometimes Ole's Ole out himself, mate. He makes some ludicrous decisions, but our club is shambles, mate. Top to bottom is shamble FC, mate. Simple as. Some people can't take that reality, but that's the fact. Woodward should not be allowed. To me, I stand by it, and I'll take it to the grave. Woodward cannot be allowed to sack the next manager or hire the next manager. Simple, mate. Because scapegoating, I'm done with that. 4 managers, mate. I'm done. I'm done with scapegoating. Absolutely done.
What do you make of his comments, though, Black? Are you not surprised, though? You know what I mean, that he's saying this?
No, listen, I don't listen to his comments. I watch his actions. By not taking Fred off, he cost us United a game. Martial's inept finishing, and I'm the original Martial FC, mate. The original Martial FC. But I can't defend that, man. I allowed it against Sevilla. One of the biggest games of that season against Sevilla. He missed sitters, and I allowed it. But you can't allow this, man. The game was there. We actually ripped them. I was quite, actually, in terms of the performance and the chances we made, we ripped them. But when you don't finish your chances in football, I'm there on Twitter screaming. I'm like, I cannot believe this. And Bruno not shooting. Rashford through 1-on-1 not shooting. Bruno the same, not shooting. What the hell? Are you kidding me? These mans are not shooting when they're through 1-on-1. And then for me, the horror and the shock, Fred comes out second half. People are like, okay, players, even if they got a yellow card, they can still stay disciplined and they can still finish the game. History tells you that. Players, just because you're on a yellow card, centre halves, full backs, that doesn't mean they're going to get second yellow order. But we're not playing any team. We're playing roll around FC, mate. That's Super Paris Saint-Germain.
Respect the name, respect
you know what I mean? Like tumbleweed, mate. Like they roll around like some tumbleweed, mate, in a cowboy film. That's who they are, mate. You know that kind of windy. You know those cowboys when the director should focus the camera on the bit before those cowboys. Little bit of that's it. Little bit of like a tumble just flowing in the wind, mate. That's how bad it was. And that's to me, that was the shocking thing about Ole. Is that you're not playing anybody. You are playing Paris Saint-Germain, who are known to roll around. And you already know that this guy, Pereira, he targeted Fred. The reason why he did that with Fred, because he knew Fred is the guy who hustles them, who tackles them. He's the guy that's putting in the last-ditch tackles. And I understand, Fred, to play in that position, you have to walk that fine line. It's a fine line. I'm a United supporter for over 30 years, man. I've seen everybody get sent off. Midfielders get sent off right, left, and centre. I remember Nicky Butt getting sent off at Chelsea. We lost 5-0.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like Roy Keane was getting sent off every other 3 games. Roy Keane was getting sent off. So I don't mind that. But those teams, I had confidence in, even with 10 men, they could win a game like that against Arsenal. You know, Vieira giving us the ball, Giggs scoring. That's history, man. We were playing with 10 men. Sometimes that United team in the 90s would play better with 10 men because everybody would be alert. But football has changed now. Football is different. And that, to me, the naivety, that is next level naivety. And then I'm like, Rashford is injured and you're keeping him on. And that, to me, I've always had the gripe. One thing for me, I have 0 agendas. There's no agendas with me. It's straight up talk. Straight up as they get. And some people on Twitter, they can't take it. They can't take it. I give them that real therapy. I'm talking about extra spice. That's what I like.
We missed it.
I want to tell them straight, when it's right to praise the manager, I praise the manager. When it's right to praise the players, I praise the manager. Like Pogba and Martial, 2 of my favourites at United. Pogba is trash. He's far.
But you can't blame him, man. I don't understand this one, man. No, man. Come on, man.
It's too much.
Yo, listen. You're talking about agendas, though.
Like, Saeed, let me tell you something. You know what? You can hide everywhere. You know what place you can't hide? In football. What? You can't hide in a football pitch. You cannot hide.
How can you blame Pogba right now, though? You can't blame Pogba right now.
No, I'm saying to you, he should be a big player who should be fighting to get us in
What
these
happened
games started, other than being a sub. But I'm talking about his form. I'm not blaming him overall for anything. I'm saying his form is trash. His form is shocking.
But he's hardly played though since what's the last
time
he played?
I think he's played 18. He's played 18 games in the last 2 seasons. He's only played like 19, 20 games.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking that he should be a starter in this team because when we went on that run, we won 9 games.
Ollie's not finding the balance. Ollie's not finding the balance.
No. This is not to do with balance, man. You know what it's to do with? It's to do with actually you being fit enough and actually wanting to take the ball. I watched him for France for 2 games. I'm looking at Pogba. I'm like, Ras.
Quality.
This is what it's come down to. It's
system.
Like it's not about system. For France, he was dog shite, man. Even his manager come out and said it.
I can't handle this, Nuradin. Nuradin, come on, man.
Even Deschamps come out and said,
apart from the Finland game, though. Apart from the Finland game, he bossed Portugal game. He was playing well in the Portugal game.
Yeah, he played well in
Portugal. Man. You got to give credit.
He played well. But the guy got corona, man.
Saeed,
come on, man.
Saeed, that's the only game he played well. When they got whacked, he was one of the horrendous. He was when they got whacked 2-0. Where was it? Croatia who whacked them 2-0.
No, that's
Finland. One of these teams.
That was Finland. That was one game. One game.
I think Pogba, for me, he just like we said, I think he hasn't played enough games. He needs
to find some fitness. He needs to find conditioning because when he's not conditioned, that guy dilly-dallies on the ball. We already know that he dilly-dallies on the ball. And he's even worse than that. So
is he your anger point now? Is he your focal point? Is he your focal point of anger?
Listen, let me come to Martial. Martial needs to fix up, man. Martial needs to fucking fix up ASAP.
I agree with Martial. Martial, I don't know what's up. I think Martial's afraid of the big guys because when Zlatan came in, he went missing. Now Cavani's come in, he's gone missing again. I don't know if he's built for it when it comes to when we get new signings like this. Or is this just a coincidence?
He created 3 chances for France in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes,
now, Pogba's not our biggest problem. See me, Pogba's not fit. He's not our biggest problem. He's just not fit.
Pogba's form for United is being trash when he's been in a team. When he started, he's been. You know, the only game this season he's played well was the France PSG away when he came on. He changed the game.
What about Leipzig? Leipzig at home.
No.
Oh my God! No, you don't like.
You want Pogba out? I think he's played well.
Pogba out.
Let me tell you something. You know the Leipzig game. Leipzig took off defenders and went full on attack and had 4 strikers on the pitch. So they went for it, defending halfway line against United. That was suicide. You know that Leipzig game? Erase that out of your head. To me, nobody's performed whatever. That was just an
Leipzig.
absolute one-off. Leipzig came to Old
But
Trafford,
you know what's bad?
and in the last half an hour of that game, they went and lost the plot. The guy slammed on so many attacking players, took off all the defensive players, and was asking the centre half to defend from halfway line. So I'm not taking any. I told them already on Twitter. I'm not. People are thinking that's the Leipzig we're going to play against. That's the Leipzig we're going to play against on Tuesday. Nah.
Well,
That's not Leipzig, mate. Leipzig in that game for an hour they controlled
For me,
us without creating anything. They controlled us, and then when we scored, they were in trouble. They had to try to fight to get back in the game. And other than most teams in the Premier League will wait maybe the last 5 minutes or 10 minutes, like throw everybody forward. They went 35 minutes early to try to get goals. But to me, I'm not reading too much. If you know about football, you understand that that was a unique
no, I
game.
understand. I understand
That
what
was
you're
a
talking
unique
about.
game.
But
That's a unique game.
Pogba
So
played well in that
who
game.
played well, whether Rashford scored a hat-trick, whatever he did, to me, I erased that out of my mind because that was a unique game because of the tactics.
no, that's not the same team. It's not the same team we're going to find next week. It's not the same team we're going to find next week. It's not going to be the same game. It's a totally different game. Leipzig don't go down like that. But I just feel like our issues again are with the manager and the team because, like I said when I was on there last, is that if you don't have formation, you're never going to get form as a team. We don't have form because we don't have a formation. Like no one knows what's our next formation. If I ask you, like Nuradin, what's Man United's next setup? Who are we playing and how are we going to play? What's going to be the formation? You won't know. So how's the team going to gain form through the Premiership, through the Champions League, when OLE keeps on changing the system, then he changes the players, no one knows what's going on. When we look at all the other teams, they have a formation, a way of playing. And that through that formation, they gain a consistency of form. Man United can't do it. The only time we had form is when we went 4-3-3 and we done it too.
You know, recently we have recently, since after we got whacked, and I predicted it, when we got whacked against Tottenham, two things. He's got two guys babysitting two guys. That's what he does. He'll get Fred and McTominay, and that's what tomorrow, Fred and McTominay will play, most likely, to babysit the other two again. Even though Antonio's not playing tomorrow. Even though Antonio's not playing tomorrow. He's not playing. He's injured. Well, apparently, Moisey could be doing a mad one. Moisey could be.
He could.
Moisey's saying crap, mate.
Moyes is fuming. He's bitter over the United.
Moisey wants revenge.
He's fuming over that job. So anything he can do, yeah, he wants revenge.
But you know what it is, Nuradin? After 2 years, after 2 years, what we're dealing with right now, Woodward's come out right now and he said, I'm willing to back OLE.
No, you got to give him the dead Woodward, mate. You can't just name him Woodward. Dead Woodward, mate.
Okay, dead Woodward. After 2 years, I'm telling you, after 2 years, Nuradin, you know what I mean? Are you surprised Woodward is giving, he could give OLE another contract? Be honest with yourself. After 2 years of inconsistent results, we don't look like we're progressing. Okay, the morale's back. You know what I mean? We're playing better football than Mourinho. But the same way, you know what I mean? Look at Lampard now. He's looking more, you know what I mean? I know you're going to talk about structure. But still, he's looking a bit more fluid now. He looks like he's got his team. He looks like, you know what I mean? He's got the balance right. OLE's not finding the balance.
Saeed, listen, Chelsea have got ninja sporting directors. We don't even see them, mate. We don't even see them.
Yeah,
that's how ninja. That's what they're ninjas, mate. They're ninjas. You're telling me. Look what happened to Lampard. Lampard is back, right? Thiago, for me, that's the one of the. If you looked at all of the signings that have come to the Premier League this season, Thiago has been the most impressive. Are you kidding me? I'm watching the guy. The difference between your boy, right, Harry, and Thiago. Oh my God.
Which Thiago you about?
Silva.
Oh, Thiago Silva. Okay.
Silva, Chelsea defense.
You know what? Okay. I told Chelsea, listen, we're only into the what? Not even a third of the season gone yet. So I don't want to get too gassed. Yeah. But at the games that I watch Chelsea, Thiago Silva is the best centre-half in the Premier League right now. Right now, on form, Thiago Silva. And you know what? I'm
probably not arguing about that.
I am flabbergasted that how my guy is just organizing like a proper my guy.
Experience, man. He's in a good.
He's balling.
My guy is
balling. He's
organizing, talking to people, telling the guy, why press him there, do this. Honestly, and you know what? I'm blown away. I thought, listen, you bring your Thiago slow ass self to the Premier League. You're getting shredded, mate. You're gonna be like shredded wheat, mate. You're gonna be shredded, mate. Right? And I'm telling you, so far, my guy has been absolutely immense.
Go back to the question, though, Nuradin. Go back to the question, though.
Yeah,
sorry.
Listen, let me tell you something. I already said this, man. It suits. Some people might know Machiavelli. This is the OLE signing was a Machiavellian move by Woodward and the Glazers, because they understood, regardless of what, emotionally, half of the fan base are emotionally tied to OLE. So the idea of sacking OLE, it's not like a manager they're gonna sack. But what then OLE does for the other half is that OLE then will never come out and speak out against them. He will never come out and speak out against them. So in terms of if you want the things to be and don't want to get scrutinized, right? I always say, I ask the question, tell me in world football, one CEO, football club CEO, or sports, I'm talking about sport in whole of sport in the world. I'm talking about the New York Giants. I'm talking about the LA Lakers. I'm talking about the biggest sport clubs in the world. Whatever sport needed a PR specialist, a former Sun sport editor to do the PR for them. What we're dealing with the Glazers and Woodward, we're not dealing with normal football people. We're dealing with bankers who think, okay, I'm going to make this move. So it's like chess. I'm going to move this and I'm going to move that. And don't worry, dividends still get paid. The funniest thing, forget about OLE. The biggest laugh today, the other day I'm reading, is try to do an absolute something. You know what, in media, there's a word known in media called framing. Now, media, when they want to frame a certain argument, you could frame an argument in about 2 or 3 ways, okay? The best framing of any argument why the Glazers during COVID are getting dividends, are still dividends FC. Well, this is what happens with a company like Man United. We're a company. We're an effing football
That's
club.
how I interpreted it, you know. Where
We are an effing football club, right? We're not. These guys have never put a penny of their own money ever into the club. Why are we the only club in the top European teams paying out dividends to the owners? So, to answer your question, what Woodward does will not surprise me. Sack OLE tomorrow, give him a contract. They did it to Mourinho. They gave the man an extension. Mourinho then sat in the hotel, right? Lived in the hotel, right? Lived in the hotel. I said that on the fan cams. Next day, it's all over the newspapers. Oh, United fans are saying that the guy lives in the hotel. To go and get 20 million payout. 20 million payout. That man was taking...
He paid for his hotel.
So, do not ask me any questions about that burnt donkey Woodward, mate. Dead Woodward. Don't ask me any questions about him. Ask me about questions about the game, what's good. Because you already know my answer. I've got some City guy trolling me this evening, right? Trolling me, coming out and saying, oh, why are you going against Woodward? He gave the money to the managers. I'm like, there's something called football structure, mate. This guy who's a City fan, that's what shows you, bro. The man ain't got no drama in his life. As a United fan, talk about mainly about United. Man follows me so he can have these little pokes and tell me, oh, footballers on the pitch. I'm like, you know, Man City, they've got 2 footballing directors and a head of recruitment and Pep. Before Pep came, they were buying players for Pep. Pep is the most backed manager in the history of modern football. He buys a left back, right back. They're not good enough. Centre half, they're not good enough. Right, give me another one. He's like that. Honestly, he's like that guy. I'm telling you, it's like all these batteries.
Oh, he's here.
Give me some more.
He's here. The special guest has arrived.
It's a joke. It's an absolute joke.
Yeah.
What are you telling me, bro?
Yo.
Can you hear us?
This is what I said.
Am I live? Am I in?
Yeah, just flip your camera. That's it. Come on.
This is my first time on
What you
one of
saying,
these,
brother?
so
You good?
I'm good, my bro. I'm good. I'm good. So what are we talking about? And the brother said to me, "Come in. I heard that we're speaking about Manchester United Football Club. This is my heart. This is my left arm. Like, so I need to know what is the current topic to regarding Manchester United right now, because I've got a lot to say
We're just
about
talking about
Yes, MB in the building.
you get me? We have Mussa Bilal in the building. Mala Ashley Chin. What are you
Yeah.
telling me, bro? We're just talking about OLE, man. We're just talking about OLE. You get me?
Yeah.
You know, Woodward saying that he's gonna back him. He's gonna give him the war chest. You know what I'm saying? What are you saying about this, man? Are you OLE in, by the way?
The brother's laughing. Do you know what it is? It doesn't matter about the war chest or whatever they give OLE, because OLE has some great players. Like Pogba is a great midfielder. I don't know what everyone else thinks. Bruno Fernandes is a great playmaker. Like, we've got like good players, but what it is it's not about how good the players are. It's about how motivated they are. Like what it's like. These players are not playing up to their standards. They're not motivated every week. They need a proper coach that they fear and they respect. That's what they need. They need someone that they fear and respect. Someone that when he says, listen, you know, like when there's second half the other day, they meant to have come out there like it was war. You going back out there with Scott McTominay, Fred, like, come on, that's a joke. That's a joke. Like, that red card was pending. That red card was pending. Anyone, like, why would you throw him back out in the second half? That's madness. That is
You know the
absolute
funny
madness.
thing about that red card? You know the funny thing about red card? Every man and his dog was screaming, get him off. We're playing around, roll around FC, mate. Faking it, FC, mate. Well, honestly, the prima donnas. We're playing against prima donnas.
And let me tell you something. You see Alex Ferguson days. Within 62 minutes, if we're not in the lead, 60 minutes, and we're not winning, he's making changes.
Yeah.
Why is he still on at 70 minutes? It's like he's waiting, he's begging for him to get sent off.
And
Alex
we got
would have made
5
the
subs.
changes 62 minutes. He would have made a change. 100%. So regardless, you would have took Fred off. Number one, because you're on a yellow and a half. Number two, because you would have said, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice the defensive player and I'm going to throw on a more attacking midfielder. I'm going to put Pogba on or Van der Beek or someone who's going to create chances. But you know what it is? My man doesn't have that faith in himself. He's just thinking like, oh, this is okay. We're 1-1. We're playing well. Like, he thought it was unbelievable. Don't get me wrong. We played good. But he was more happy with that.
Yeah.
Fergie's not happy with that. He said what he said. He said he's never gone into a game in his life for a draw. Never. He wants to win. He said, I've never gone into a game in my life with a draw. Like, I want to win everything.
You know what?
Just
to give the other side, bro. You know what? Just to give the other side, though, trust me, brother, we missed chances, though. We absolutely tore them apart, bro.
We did.
Paris were holding on because we couldn't finish. That's the biggest thing, bro. Our team, we're not used to making too many chances, right? But when these chances come, we've got to, you know, one thing we've got to do, put all agendas or likes or favorites aside. Martial, I can't defend him, bro. I cannot defend that.
But do you think, Nuradin, though?
Hit the target, bro. You got to hit the target, bro.
But do you think, Nuradin,
it's a different game, bro. It's totally different.
Do you think a lot of the time that when our strikers get chances, it's unexpected because we don't have a system of play? Because like sometimes I see our strikers up front and they're starved for balls. They're not getting no balls. Our number 9 doesn't get the ball, and then when he does get it, he might get 2 chances in a whole game, and he has to finish within those 2 chances. And when you look at Martial, the last couple of seasons, his conversion rate per chances was high. And that's why he was scoring a lot of goals. Not because he got a lot of chances. It's just that the 1 or 2 that he did get, he buried. Now he's missing them. If you look at people like Mo Salah and that, they get like 6 or 7 chances and they bang 1 or 2. But Martial gets 1 or 2 and now he's missing them. It's looking even worse than before. But he's not getting a lot. So it's problems.
I agree, bro. Listen, the biggest thing about Martial from day one when he came was his finishing, bro. Because he's not a guy that really, in terms of, I actually thought he had a decent game. I thought he put Bruno through with a beautiful ball. He put Cavani through. Yeah. He put somebody else through as well. I'm sure it's like 3 or 4 passes that he made that were put people through. But when you get that chance, bro, in the 6 yards, nah, bro.
Nah, he's got to finish that. He's got to finish that.
Regardless of what, in football, there are some strikers who don't get that many chances, bro. But one thing in the big games, bro, when it counts, you got to take them. And you know what? I put it aside Seville. Seville, he got about 2 or 3 chances, bro. And he still couldn't put it away. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I know that those 3 games where he was missing in the league, that cost him, you know, when he got a red card, stupid red card, right? When he can see the man's getting played, you know, Jose Mourinho knows your temperament, knows what type of person you are, and he's sending Lamela after you. You've got to think, bro. You can't react. If you're going to punch the man, punch him properly, man. You know what I mean? You know what? Knock his head off. Then I can take the free game ban. I can take that. But what he did, and I just think he's not recovered from that. And I hope it's not true what you were saying before about him, Cavani coming in now, and then he's thinking that, listen, Cavani is a guy, he changed the game for us the other day, because one of the biggest things is that what he does is not too complicated. It works for him. He makes a lot of movement because he's got experience. But there's some games where Cavani looks dead, and he's not even doing anything in the game, right? So we got to be careful in terms of, I don't think Martial is that. I'm just saying Martial needs to fix up, because at this moment in time, it's about chances. And to me, I'm still haunted by that Seville game, because we ripped them. I won't be as frustrated and as angry if Neymar and Mbappe did a number on us. They didn't, bro. For large parts of that game, we were the better team. We created the better chances. But we got fed up. For me, that was like a suicide, bro. That is like a suicide.
Isn't that the story of Ollie, though? That's the story of Ollie, isn't it?
Yeah. When you've got away with one, when you gone, even when he flashed the yellow card, the referee, I was thinking, he must be giving it to somebody else, and then he's gonna get the red out for Fred.
Yeah.
I was thinking, wow. When you got away with one, I'm not even waiting for halftime. I'm getting you off the pitch because I want to win this game. I'm getting you off the pitch because I want to win this game. And that's Van der Beek. And I just think, whatever happens, you ask me the question. Football is about results. At the end of the day, and football, the players have got nowhere to hide. Managers got nowhere to hide. But we're not run like a proper football club, bro. So the decisions that come from the donkeys who own our club and the guy who's running things, the guy who's left Manchester now, who's been run out of Manchester. What does that tell you? He's been run out of Manchester. That's the facts,
though. That's the facts. If Man United was being run properly, Ollie wouldn't be in charge. We wouldn't even be having this discussion. Because if we were run properly, you have to think about it. Like, there's none of the top sides are putting Ollie in charge, especially with his record in the last 2 years and what he's done. And knowing that if he gets sacked now, he can't get another job in the Prem. He's championship level, but at the same time, he's at the helm at Man United with some of the world's best athletes, and he's meant to get them up going for big games and win. And Ollie's flopped every big game. And what I mean by that is, like, when you look at the semi-finals that we had last season, he flopped them all. And whenever it's like even the PSG game, it's just like he can't get over the line. He doesn't make the substitutes. We got 5 substitutes, and he waits until look at the PSG manager. He started making substitutes early. He said, "You know what? We need to take control of this game. We need to win it today." He wasn't coming there for a draw. He knew they had to win. But with Ollie, it's a problem. And now you look at it. If Ollie keeps the job, Zidane might be getting sacked. Like the manager that I'm looking to try to get, Poch, he could be in a Real Madrid job by the end of next month. And then what does that leave us with? What does that leave us with?
Let me ask actually this one. We're linked with Tuchel today. What did you make of that one?
The PSG manager.
The PSG manager today. There were strong rumors he could be taking over. What did you make of that one?
Nah. I don't know about that. Do you know what it is? You know why I say we need Poch? Let me tell you what we need. Yeah. We need someone who can technically coach the team. Because when I look at PSG, like Baba said, we was all over them the other day. They leave way too much gaps at the back, and they're too wide open. Because they win games because their attacking ability is so good. So they win games like that. But we wouldn't work with a setup like that. Because Maguire and Lindelof, with that setup.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
No.
Like, listen, that setup ain't gonna work for us. We need a mixture of discipline and we need morale. You see what it is? We need that kind of coach where every time the players go out on the pitch, they feel like they're going to war. They want to work. They're scared to go in the dressing room at half time because of what he's gonna say, because of what they just done. You know, like that's the kind of mentality, because the players have got the ability. Don't get it. Martial can finish. These men have got ability, but some days they're on, some days they're switched off. Like sometimes man's on the pitch thinking about his holidays having this summer. You can tell his head's elsewhere. Players' heads are elsewhere sometimes. They're not always 100%. They're not scared to look over at that bench and go,
100%.
I better pull my socks up. We need the type of manager where they feel sometimes Solskjaer's sitting down watching the game, talking to the man next to him, like, what do you think he's doing now?
On the screen, on the iPad, the brothers on the
like, it's like they're at the beach. These men are playing beach ball. Like they need to be scared. Like I used to see Fergie frothing at his mouth. Like frothing out his mouth. He's so where you're thinking, I don't even want to go in that tunnel. They call it the hair dryer
treatment, bro. They call it the hair dryer treatment.
Yeah, the hair dryer treatment.
And the hair dryer. Look what he done. The hair dryer, Poch, yeah. I think the players will respect him, and they will have that kind of like.
Do you know what it is with Poch as well? I think because he comes from that school, from the Leeds manager, Bielsa, that high press, intense football, structured football. Like, see Poch's team. If you're not fit, you're not playing for Poch. You have to be fit. Them guys are all about intensity, pressing.
It's disagreeing.
But Nuradin's not having it. Nuradin's not having it.
Oh, we should take. I would take. I'll take my man's manager. Inter's manager. Conte. I'll take him.
That's a good show.
Listen, look what he done with Chelsea. He's good, you know, and I know players that.
Conte's not crap.
Said his style of training is a madness. Like there's no slackers.
Intense.
There's no slackers.
Is it not LVG?
You know what though? I call my man's judgment on players though. I call that into question, man. Man like Ashley Young, man, missing stairs. You know what? I talk about Martial missing. Ashley Young missed from 2 yards, bro. 2 yards.
Yeah.
It's pressure. But I just feel like United, like I was telling Saeed earlier, I was saying there's a type of manager, and like I said, that can get the best out of the top athletes. And Solskjaer's just not that manager, man. And I think one of the reasons for that is the credentials are not there. I mean, the credentials are not there. People like all those players like Stock McTominay and all of that, when they see him, they see a legend. So they're gassed. The guy that scored the goal, 99, blah, blah, blah. But players like Bruno, Dan James, all of that are gassed to see Solskjaer. But the big players in the team that's been there, done that, and have been managed by massive managers, they're not getting it. Like we were getting told that Ronaldo might come back, and we all know they always talk that nonsense. But can you imagine him playing under Solskjaer and Solskjaer trying to substitute him? Solskjaer trying to tell Ronaldo, come off the.
Ronaldo will be telling Solskjaer what to do.
Listen, you know what, brother? You know what? Let me give the other side of the argument. Okay, let me give the other side of the argument. We've had that manager though. We had the guy who motivates the players to go out on war. Jose Mourinho. My guy lived in a hotel, took the mick out of us, and took 20 million, bro. Took 20 million. We had to give him
trophies. We won trophies, and we finished second.
Bro, the League Cup is an Europa League, bro. We had to win it because we were the biggest name, bro. Are you kidding me?
You know what? You see our team with Jose? Our team went as good as our team is now.
Yeah, exactly. People don't realize that
it wasn't as good.
Bro, I am telling you.
Jose comes second with that squad and won the Europa League. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not saying, but that was almost a miracle because he was doing that with Lingard. And
oh my days. And Pereira and them type of man there.
Yeah, like he pulled one out the bag. And he said that team you lot will realize, but that's almost a miracle.
And I think that's the biggest problem that we have is that Solskjaer's got such a good team, because if you look at last season, and I said this before, our front three outscored Liverpool's front three. Yeah, in Greenwood, Martial, and Rashford. So our main problem, and then we looked at the midfield of Pogba and Bruno with someone holding behind them, whether it was Matic or McTominay or Fred, and we weren't too worried. We were like, let's add another body in there in case Pogba or Bruno get injured and we need another creative midfielder. We went and got Van der Beek. So we're looking at a midfield that's got Bruno, Pogba, and Van der Beek, and then we've got holding players of Matic, Fred, and McTominay. So our biggest problem,
Mourinho didn't have this. He had Fellaini.
really, was the money we. Yeah,
and he wanted Fellaini,
that's
bro.
it. So our biggest problem is.
But listen, Saeed, don't give me that. I was sat at Old Trafford, the best seat I ever had, right on the halfway line, and I seen the tactics of Jose against Seville. Sorry,
No,
I'm telling you,
he's
you
only
must have
doing
been
better.
writing history.
No, that
You
wasn't my
must have been
argument.
writing history, mate.
That wasn't my
Jose
argument, though.
Mourinho, even with these players, will sting the place out. Are you kidding me?
Nah, I don't think so. Look at him at Tottenham. Look at him at Tottenham.
Listen,
Look at him at
Son's got a
Tottenham.
new position. Son's playing as the 6th or the 7th right back, left back, mate. Are you kidding me?
Look, no. They're playing good football. They're top of the league, man. They're top of the league.
Listen,
No, they're
top of the league.
though.
How many games are gone? Calm down, lads.
Nah,
Stay
man.
calm.
You know what
calm.
it is, yeah? You're one of them people that don't give
man.
credit where it's true, man. Just because
Listen.
Mourinho's good, you can't hate on him still.
Listen,
gone
stay
now.
calm.
You see
Let me do
Mourinho.
something.
Mourinho.
Stay
See what
calm.
Mourinho is.
Stay calm.
Mourinho needs to have a team of men that believe in his way of playing football and are ready to go forward. The thing with Man United, I think the egos of the players at Man United was a bit. It's just too big. I think Tottenham have never won anything, never won a trophy. A lot of those players, everything Jose's saying, they're believing and they're going with it. Even the way he's dealing with Dele Alli, we're not hearing nothing. You know what I'm trying to say?
No,
After with
Tottenham-
United, he couldn't do that.
Thank you,
Huh?
brother. Tottenham has small club mentality, bro. They'll do anything he
That's
tells
why
them.
they're dealing with him. Yeah, they're doing
So
whatever. United was a bit different, but like go on.
For me, the only thing is this.
I was saying, like MB said, when-
If Pochettino's going to come, we need a football structure. Because I'm telling you now, 2 years' time, we're going to be sitting here and there's going to be people going Poch out. Without footballing structure, we ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
nah, but the guy
am telling you.
he didn't make a signing for a whole year. He didn't make a signing,
Bro,
and look what he was doing
Bro,
with
at
Tottenham.
the end of the day, bro, look at the way he ended. His record was unbelievably bad, bro. Tottenham went on a run where they couldn't win. I think they won maybe 5 or 6 games away. Every away game they were getting smashed and getting beat by everybody, right?
You know what
we've
happened
got
to Tottenham?
Yeah, Tottenham, bro. At the end, it ended really badly, right?
You know what happened
The
with
biggest
him is that he
thing-
never got to change the team. After 4 or 5 years, you normally need to change the nucleus
No, I
of
understand
the
that.
team,
No, I understand.
and he
that's what
never
I'm
got
talking
that.
about.
But I think
But bro, what's gonna make you think, right? When we already know Man United on the last day of the transfer signed 2 teenagers. One of them, he's not even here. He's still in Italy, right? They couldn't even sort out the paperwork. They signed Cavani on the last day, knowing that a man was on a free for 8 months. What makes you think that this club with that abysmal structure is gonna help him? Right, it's going to help him at Old Trafford. How do you think Woodward is going to help him, bro? The formula is there. Back a manager when we're not in the Champions League. Don't back a manager when we're in the Champions League. When we're not in the Champions League, back him. When we're in the Champions League, don't back him. That's what it goes. Dividends FC, bro. Like you said before, Manchester United are not run like a proper football club. The biggest time our problem will begin, right? When it was stop, and we will get our club back. It's the time where we hire footballing director and we have a structure. Without football structure, we ain't going nowhere. We could finish 3rd, we could finish 2nd. We ain't never getting close to Champions League. We're not sniffing a trophy. We might sniff an FA Cup. We might get the League Cup. To me, the League Cup is even a joke, bro. That's a joke. If you're putting Jose's achievement as a trophy, bro, it's a joke. That is laughable. That is absolutely laughable. What I'm saying to you is that the big 2 trophies, Man United should be going to fight to win at the Champions League and the Premier League. I've said it. I've said it
in the Premier League.
when I spoke about.
That's
People think I'm only talking about Woodward because of when Ollie's here. No, I said it even when Jose was there. Right? I said it even when Van Gaal was there. What are these guys doing at this club? The reason why the people nickname me Mr. Structure, because I know what I'm talking about, bro. I've been going to this stadium for 30 years almost, right?
Wait,
I've been
what
going
you
there.
say your nickname's
What
the
needs to be
Structure?
done. Say
Yeah,
that
they call
again.
him Mr. Structure.
Did he just say his nickname's the Structure?
Yeah.
No, bro, we don't have football structure.
Hey,
We ain't
listen.
gonna go nowhere, bro. Ask Liverpool. Ask Liverpool. They spent 30 years in the wilderness. Why? They won one Champions League because tactically their manager was good. That was Benitez. But then they was getting Roy Evans and all of these people. Why?
You know what?
Because they didn't have any football structure. As soon as they get football structure, trophies roll in. Champions League, Premier League.
Do you believe in that? No. No. Do you believe in that? You know what I mean? Nobody says forget your Carabao Cup, forget FA Cup. And we're not the Man United of old. I understand you got to look at towards that, but sometimes you got to look at baby steps. You know what I mean? I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for me in that game in the Carabao Cup against Man City, the first leg, we threw it away. FA Cup, he wanted to throw it away, playing 5 at the back business. You know what I mean? We should be taking baby steps. I don't know, man. Is Ole arrogant for you, man? You there?
What's that, MB?
Do you know what? I'm gonna say something because obviously I'm parked on the road. I've got to leave you guys. But what I want to say is,
Come on.
you hear me? My reception's cutting. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
What I
Yeah.
want to say is, I don't think Ollie's arrogant, and I don't think Ollie is a terrible person. I like him, and I will always love him for what he's done in 1999 and for what he's done as a babyface assassin for Manchester United for all those years. However, all Ollie is doing is the best he can do. He can't do better than that. That's the truth. Like if we want Ollie to do better than that, we're expecting too much. Ollie's not a big manager, and he can't. And anyone who puts Dan James on the team sheet in a big game and ahead of a man like a Van der Beek or a Pogba, when you got them on your bench, then you're not ready to manage. Because I don't care what position, who's what. You never say, I'm gonna leave Pogba, I'm gonna leave Van der Beek, I'm gonna leave Marsh away, I'm gonna put Dan James in. From you doing that, you're not ready. That's mad. That's mad. Dan James ain't done nothing. And bless the young kid. Bless the young kid. I wish him well. But he's punching way above. And these kind of things, you've got to be ruthless as a manager. You just got to say, bro, I love you. I love your family. But you got to go. You got to go. You can't be.
But you can't do that though, can you?
And you got to be ruthless. Ollie ain't ruthless enough.
You know what, bro? I'm not gonna like you. He wanted to do that. Apparently, Wood stop that. Wood would stop that because they want to try to get him on loan to Leeds, and Wood would stop that.
That's crazy, man.
We're a mess.
Yeah,
we're a mess.
it's-
We're a
it's-
mess.
it's
We're a
too
mess.
much domestics, man. But listen,
Yo,
pray
Ash, big up for coming on,
that's
man.
what we need. But I think we've got one of the best squads in the league, and I will definitely join you again.
Yo, listen,
I'll
Ash, big up for you
definitely
Say
coming on,
nothing,
man.
bro.
I appreciate that, man.
Say nothing, man.
Peace. Love,
Peace,
brother.
man.
Love.
I've loved it. I loved it. Fellow United fans, take care, yeah? Take care.
Come on, man. Anytime. You get me one, the legendary, man.
Yeah, MB.
Get me.
Them guys
Legend in the
working
building,
hard.
you get me. Come on, man. You know what I'm trying to say to you,
But
man.
for me, I don't know, man. When I look at right now, I'm just trying to think to myself, like everything that Nuradin said. I'm fully for that in terms of the structure of the club, in terms of getting a football director, making sure that structurally, because as a club, Man City and Liverpool are never going to have to complain about who their managers are, because the people above them who are employing these managers are moving and are working, in a way that a football club should be. So that's the issue. The fact that we have to scream and shout and throw names at our club shows that there's a problem. But I'm thinking if we can't get rid of Deadwood, Ed Deadwood, whatever his name is, and we can't change the fact that our owners basically mortgaged our football club. They just came in, got a mortgage and bang. They didn't pay a penny for it. Banks gave them the money, and now here they own one of the biggest clubs in the world. And that's not going to change. then we need to look at a manager who we're going to give time, who is all about investing in the youth and allowing the youth to play, who structurally has studied the game and is like, he's a proper coach and knows what he's doing. And on top of that, he's got the ability to use finance, because you have to think about it. For me, why I say Poch is this, is that Solskjaer spent how much? 130 million on 2 defenders. The question is, that's a dream to Pochettino at Tottenham, to spend that type of money on 2 players. So I think even if Poch had a budget of only 100 million every window, I think the 100 million, let me give an example. We could have got Ziyech from Ajax for 40 million. Chelsea went and got him. We just had this mad ambition of flipping Sancho. What was all that about? Like, we're just stuck on one player. So you're looking at Ziyech at 40 million, yeah, coming onto our right wing. What we don't have now. Talented left footballer, good with the ball. Then you go and get Van der Beek at another 40 million. That's 80 million. Then Upamecano was available for about 50. You can go and make deals quickly for 130 million, 120 million, and really fill in our squad. Or you can go and cry all summer about Sancho for about 90, 100 million. And I think that's the difference between someone like...
The Sancho thing was about the mentions on Twitter, bro. That's what that was. I'm telling you. It was about the mentions of Man United. And that's what they do. When they talk to their shareholders in every quad, when they make that statement, they talk about how much mentions Man United trend. Like I'm telling you, I think even the Oli Out bit, you won't surprise me if Woodward and that are behind it. Because Man United are trending. When you talk about, even when he's Woodward out, he's loving it. He's like, yo, Man United are trending. We're making money. Because his name is getting mentioned, bro. That's the type of club we are. The only argument I've got against that, bro, I agree. I think Poch is a good team, improves players. But the thing about it is that after the 7 years of being kicked in the teeth, I can't take it that what Poch will come in, will scrape to there, maybe finish in the top 4. But I don't want that though, bro. Because that's what we had.
Yeah.
You know what? Shout out Deco. Shout out Deco 90.
Yeah, Deco, big up Deco, man.
Lovely to see everybody. And the other brother, he said to me, oh, Liverpool won a treble. Yo, that was an embarrassing treble they won. They won 1 UEFA Cup. They won the FA Cup and the League Cup. Bro,
nah, man.
When were they? What did they do?
It was embarrassing because Man United was that good. That's why it was embarrassing. Not for them, though.
Listen, I'm telling you now.
We'll take that right now. We will take that right now.
Nah, man.
Nuradin, come
we
on.
We will take that happily right now because we're a mess.
Bro, illegal.
Let me ask this question.
Last year, because you have to think about it. Let me give you an example, Nuradin. Let me give an example though. Last year we was in.
Listen,
imagine that, Nuradin. Last year.
No. 1 second. Where did Jose winning the Europa League and the League Cup get us? Back to square one.
Nowhere. Because he couldn't build on it. He couldn't build on it. But last year we was.
Why? Because we've got no structure. So what's the point?
Yeah, we got no structure. Yeah, I agree. But last year we was in the semi-finals of all 3 competitions. Had we won them, we would have celebrated them, and it would have been a push on for this season.
Bro, Arteta, listen, look what Arteta did, mate. The Sam Allardyce, as I call him now. You know what? Arteta, mate. Arteta Allardyce, as I call him. Arteta Allardyce.
Let me ask this question. Let me ask this question to you guys.
Let me tell you something. Arteta Allardyce won the FA Cup, beating City and beating Liverpool. But where is he now? What's Arteta Allardyce doing? Arteta Allardyce is playing Division 1 football, mate. Back in the day, before there was 30 years before there's no Premier League, bro.
Let me ask
he's playing Division 1 football team, mate. That's what he's playing.
Let me ask this question to you both. We got a super chat here. Shout out to Prem Prodigy, always here in the chats, man. He goes, all he wants is Sancho, Grealish, and Upamecano. Question for the panel: what makes people think that Poch will get his first choice targets under Woodward?
Exactly. Those who know, bro. Those who know.
What makes me think he'll get them? Now, but what makes me think that Poch will get them is because one of those signings would have covered all 3, like I said. I think Poch was in for players like Grealish years ago when he was at Tottenham. He was in for Bruno Fernandes when he was at Tottenham.
They almost signed him.
And they did. That's what I'm saying. So Poch looks for those type of players when they're still available and cheap. So Poch gets those Ziyech's in and you know he gets them in at 40 million, 45, and that's why I think Poch with 120 million, being a proper coach, does a lot. I believe that.
One thing, let me just say one thing. One thing. If you think that you're getting frustrated with Ollie's substitutions, Poch's substitution at different level, bro. My guy.
Listen, I might get grey hair, man.
Substitution till about the 78th minute, 80 minutes.
You know what it is here with Nuradin? You know what it is here? A lot of people.
But his bench is dead. His bench is dead. That's why.
You know what it is? A lot of people nitpick about Pochettino, late substitutions. He hasn't won anything. You know what I mean?
Listen,
a lot of people nitpick to that.
I'm not happy about that because I think, listen, he was at Tottenham. He was at Tottenham. To me, I've never questioned the fact that he didn't
Look at the net spend. Look at the net spend. Look at the squad.
I never questioned the way he didn't win anything. What I questioned, right? And I actually like the way he said, because that's what I'm talking about. I like that energy when he was like, I'm not asked about winning the FA Cup. I'm not asked about winning the League Cup. I'm asked about the Premier League and the Champions League, right? But for me, it's that United fans are killing Ollie now about substitutions. I'm telling you, certain managers are arrogant and they think, I've already worked at the plan. I've worked it to them. The players should know what they should be doing. Why am I? If I'm making substitutions, that's going to look bad on me.
Who do you want?
No. Listen, Saeed. Saeed, I told you.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you want?
Saeed, to me, it's not about manager or no manager.
But he hasn't. No, I'm asking the question right now. Who do you want? No. Let me ask you the question because I feel like you're dilly-dallying around the question. If manager leaves,
I'm gonna give it you. Mochi, who do I want? The Mochi as a fine director. Manager. You see me running all around these streets like a madman. I'm jogging my boxing short thing.
Give me a manager.
Well, United sign a world-class football director. You see me doing a mad one.
Okay, Ollie's sacked tomorrow. Who do you bring in?
I'm consistent with that.
Who?
I said, listen, I've told you twice. I'll say it again, but sometimes you're not hearing it.
No, but you answer the question. It's a simple question.
We're allowed to sack the next manager or hire the next manager. If we sack Ollie, next manager, before we sign any next manager, we should have a footballing director. This ain't going to change. And I say it simply again. Fish always rots from the head.
Ask the question tonight. I'm asking the question. Ollie gets sacked tomorrow. Ollie gets sacked tomorrow. No, I'm giving you a question. Just answer the question. If Ollie gets sacked tomorrow, who are you bringing in?
Saeed, I'm trying to explain to you something more fundamentally more serious.
I don't understand that. I understand what you're about.
Ain't no manager gonna go fix this quickly. There is no manager that's gonna fix this quickly because they all failed. Moyes failed.
Oh my God.
Had a couple of games, he failed. Then we got Van Gaal, he failed. Then Jose, they failed. Then Ollie, he's failed. So what I'm trying to say to you is that fish rots from the head. You've got to read between the lines, bro. It's about football structure.
Mussa, it's not the question, isn't it? Mussa.
So my thing is this then, Nuradin. Do you believe it's unattainable for Man United with the structure they have now to hire a manager and win the Premier League? It's unattainable.
It depends what you're 100%, bro. 100%. And you know what, brother? I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm wrong, if Poch comes in tomorrow or the next day or whatever, because I think Ollie's on serious pressure here now. Even though, don't listen to any of that stuff, but Woodward's telling you, oh, I'm backing. He was backing Jose just
September.
Right? So, listen, these mans sacked Van Gaal when he's got the FA Cup in his hand in a press conference at Wembley. So, listen, don't believe anything these Woodward and these guys say. Listen, I said this, and I'll say it live on here now, bro. I said this a long time ago. Manchester United, actually in the Champions League, we might be able to fluke it. We might be able to fluke a final. One manager might be able to fluke a final, right? But the Premier League, bro, I can't see Man United winning Premier League under this structure. Ferguson, bro.
So what do you say? So let me give an example. Look at us. Here we are now in the Premier League. We're how many points off the top? If we win a game in hand, we're 2 points off the top of the Premier League.
If we lose tomorrow,
we're saying with the way the Premier League is now and how the teams are playing,
why not bring a better manager?
With the way the Premier League is now and how everyone's winning yeah, everyone's winning and losing. With a better man,
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gone. He's gone.
But
Look at that question there, though.
for me,
at that
listen,
question
for
there.
me, it's simple.
Look at the question
It's
there, though.
simple. Say that again?
The question there.
because I just don't
Oh, sorry,
see how
go on.
we can.
Say that again, bro.
I already said the solution is simple. I said
Yeah,
all of the
'cause
fan channels,
I'm saying
all of the
with
fan
this
channels
season,
unite. All of the fan channels unite. All of the Twitter, big Twitter accounts unite. The big Instagrams unite. We do everything. We put so much pressure on Woodward to get him out. But nobody wants to do that because everybody's there with their own ego. So to me, I always say, you know, when they say about, oh, this country, that country, America voted in Trump. They got the president they deserved. England voted in Boris. We've got the prime minister we deserve.
So what do you say then? We deserve Ollie.
Woodward and the Glazers are the owners we deserve.
Ollie.
Because our fan base is too egotistical. Everybody wants to watch their own ego. Everybody's a narcissist. And nobody wants to unite for the good of Man United. But they don't. So that's the reason why. I've already laid his solution out. That guy Red Devil on Twitter, mate. I've already put these solutions out there.
Yeah.
It's simple. It doesn't take a lot. We're not talking about the big channels, the Twitter channels, and the YouTube channels in the different countries. I'm talking about the ones in this country. If they all put their ego bullshit aside, if all the Twitter put their ego aside and come together, I'm telling you, we could get them out. How come Liverpool did it? Why can't? What's the difference? Do you think Liverpool fans are special? Like they walk on water? No, they got it together and they did it. They did it. They got rid of the owners. They got rid of the sporting. They got rid of the sporting director.
What about that question there? What about that question there?
They got rid of the CEO, Liverpool, and then they bought in. They got all these new owners, new CEO. Then they had a proper structure and they went and won the league, mate.
What does he say?
It's
So
the
it's a fan
fan
base
base.
as bad as the Glazers then, when you say that.
Of course. I've been saying, where have you been? Who's that? Ala Ahmed. Where have you been? I've been saying that.
He's been there. He's been there.
Listen, big up. Listen, I said it. Big up, brother. I've been saying this all along. Manchester United fans, Liverpool fans have shown us the blueprint. We can get rid of them. The problem is that what we don't have. This is one thing problem that we have. When you go to the stadium, me and Saeed have been to the stadium, bro. I don't know what's the last time you were in the stadium, but you see a lot of our fans are elderly. They're hitting 70-year-olds. A lot of them, I say 30 to 40% of our fan base in the stadium are above 60. That's a problem because they're just thinking, you know what? I've retired now. It's just I just want to see some football. I've been there through the good times.
I was there at the Wolves game last season. I think it was the FA Cup Wolves game.
How many
and you just see.
Go on, bro.
Yeah, they're just like, I'll see you next week, Pat. I'll see you next week, George. They just it's just a weekly link up for them.
Where's the sweets? Where's the sweets, Gold? I'm getting coffee today.
And that's it, bro. So the difference between us and Liverpool is that Liverpool have got younger fan base. Younger fan base.
Big up Barbara.
Yo, they've got younger fan. Listen, younger fan base, and they had the energy to get rid of their mans. So we can do it. People think we can't do it, and the craziest thing is this, bro. Everybody comes out and says, "Well, I am gonna start it. I'm not gonna start it." I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Listen, Rome was not built in a day. If we try that and it didn't work, then we can say, you know what, we tried it. Then we can say we tried it. But to not even try, bro, is laughable. That's what I say. Yeah. We've got the owners we deserve because we rather get on Twitter and go,
younger generation support. That's what they say. The young generation are supporting teams like City because of what they're seeing. And like I feel like the older fan base at Man United, just because of all the glorious years that they've seen, they just feel like, well, we've had our time. They're prepared to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. True. And the biggest thing is this: they were spoiled. They were spoiled. You know how some of those old folks that are going in Old Trafford, They still think Fergie's in charge. I swear to God, some of them are sleeping in their chairs. If you ask them who's the manager, they
Nah,
go,
surely not. Surely not.
Is it a Fergie?
Surely.
I'm
You know
telling
what?
you, some of those men are sleeping in their seats, man. They're sleeping on their seats. So to me, we've got a choice. To me, what do I want? Do I want Man United
what do you want?
to challenge the Champions League? I want Man United to get back challenging Champions League football. I want Man United to get back challenging for the league. That's what I'm used to. Yo, what's his name? Sultan?
Yeah, we should put pressure on Woodward, like we put pressure on the manager even more. I think, yo, listen, I'm Woodward out, Ollie out, I'm both of them out, I'm Glazers out.
Yeah.
I can be all of them out.
Tell us about the poster, man. Is that still on order or what? Where's that
Yeah,
poster?
it's coming, man. It's coming. Everyone's gonna get a Harry Beckenbauer shirt, man.
Yeah,
Don't
but you
worry
know what
about
I think? I think that person's got a point there. I think like we give up too quickly when it comes to Ed Woodward, and that's why we pick on the managers. I will agree with that because we all do know that Ed Woodward is the problem, and I feel like because we know we can't do him nothing, we go to the little brother and we start pushing him around because we know the big brother, we can't do nothing to him, and that's the problem. I think we definitely need to stand up as a fan base and kind of, because at Barcelona, you see what happens at those clubs.
Exactly. Thank you.
People start hiding and not and go missing and everything. And I feel like we don't have to go to those extremes, but we have to hold, people who are working for our club. Yeah, accountable, because they're a service provider. They're working for a club. You know what I'm saying? Like Man United as a team, as much as it's a whatever they want to call it as a club, as much as they want to call it a company, whatever. But at the end of the day, this is a club that's been here for hundreds of years, and the fan base have an important say because things don't go down without a fan base. So I just feel like Nuradin said, people need to really understand the power of being a fan because they've seen it with the empty stadiums and how it's gone with the COVID, and we need to get the fans back in, all of this. But the fans will come back in, and what's our say? What's our say at United? What's really going on now? How are we coming together and mobilizing as a fan base to say, hold on, something's not right? But as someone who's, who would say is a London Man United supporter, every time I come up to Manchester, every season, I just find it's like you said, the fan base is very split, man. From those who are outside of Manchester, those who are in Manchester.
You know how split it is? It goes
Yeah.
up to deep. It even goes to the deep of how you support Man United and how are you a mank? You know what I mean? Then it goes down to.
I'm not after that.
I'm just saying to you, it goes down to even that though. You know what I mean? It goes down to who's the better fan. You know what I mean? We're so split on the fan base. We're so split on the fan base.
You know what? Listen, I'll let you finish your point in a minute, bro. But listen, we're not here for that. We're not here.
That's what I'm trying to say to you, though. In terms of that's why we don't have our priorities, though. We don't have our priorities.
Listen, those bands are xenophobic fans, though, innit?
Yeah, of course. But what I'm trying to say to you, just I had a chat. You know what I mean? I had a chat with loads of United fans, and they're saying, "You guys don't deal with it. You guys don't do. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. We'll be the people who will voice the opinion." When in reality, every United fan should be one voice. We shouldn't be all and connected. And I feel like for me, it's you got to put this in the argument because you got to say, you know what? This is what we have to do. We all have to be united in trying to take Woodward out. We all have to be united trying to take the Glazers out. But we will never be because the United fan base, I've said it from day one. You've got Martial FC. You've got, what's it called? Pogba FC. You've got so many FCs. And it's like, you're almost thinking,
you know what I think, though? United. I think we all have an opinion as a fan base and everyone deserves an opinion. And you can have your favorite players or you can have players that you prefer over other players. You might want a different manager. But I think surely we should be able to agree about the structure of the club. Surely we should be able to say that Ed Woodward and what he's been doing. I don't think that should be something that's opinionated. I think that should be something that is just factual. Yes, you make money, then stay in that department. Carry on making money. We're talking about the decisions you've made on the pitch since you've hired David Moyes. The facts say that you've got it wrong season after season. So now let's deal with the facts. How do we get someone in that position who can hire managers and also deal with the footballing side, who has a reputation of getting things right? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's Man United.
Bro, Yeah, big teams move, man. Big
opinion
teams
where
make
we're opinionated about whether and that, and it should be clear.
Yeah, big teams make big movements, bro. Barcelona is a classic example, bro.
And that's the facts, and
Now,
that's the reality. And I just feel like
Barcelona
until we do that,
their fans own their club, bro. Their fans, when they give you no vote of confidence, see you later.
even Bayern Munich. If you look at how Bayern Munich is structured,
bro, structure. When you have football in structure, you can. That's why I always say, rots from the head. When you, man, like, obviously, I'm like every other supporter. I'm no better than every supporter. My opinion is no better than any supporter, or their opinion is better than mine. We all have our opinion. But at the end of the day, I've got fans who are on my Twitter who say to me, well, of course they're going to pay the because we're a company. I'm like, we're not. I just want to remind you, we're a football club.
Yeah.
And then apparently, about 2 weeks ago, on some fan forum, I'm like, who's Woodward meeting with? Apparently, Woodward met with some fans. Who? The 70-year-old, the 80-year-olds who are sleeping in their chairs at OT. That man's probably fell asleep on Zoom, mate. That man snoozed up at Zoom, and he's explaining to them, he's gaslighting them, telling them, oh, I've backed Ollie. With who? With 2 teenagers and a striker that was going to retire from football. That's like,
you know what? It's crazy. I think I'm gonna put one more last question to both of you guys. Who will be gone first, Woodward or Ollie?
Ollie, of course. Majority Saeed. Because people have made it their agenda that Ollie's gonna go. Of course, Ollie's gonna go because it's the easiest thing. Like the brother just said, when you can't bully the bigger man, innit? You always go to the bully the young man, innit? You bully the small one, innit? Because that's easier. That's easier. You haven't got that. You haven't got that. You haven't got no smoke for Woodward. Ain't none of the fan base got any smoke for Woodward or the Glazers.
You know what?
A lot of the fan base have got hell of a smoke for Ollie. You know what I mean?
I think it's temporary though.
It's temporary. I say it. I don't have any agenda, but to me, I would just sick on Man United sacking the manager because we get every time we sack a manager, you reset 2 years back.
5 years.
Right? Yeah, you reset 2 years back in terms of where you want to go, where you want to achieve. But I think Ollie, he's got he never thought he'd get the job in his life. He's living that. And then sometimes what he's showing is a naivety. But at times, when the football is good, it's good. But I don't have an agenda where the thing. Sometimes, listen to me. I look at it and think, I look at him and think, he's done some brilliant things right. He's done in terms of things that he's put in place. He's done some things right. Yeah. But other times, like that absolute when it mattered most, when it's clear daylight against Roll Around FC.
He goes false short.
He's always like you know what? He's never the bride, is he? He's never the bride, is he? He's never the bride.
He's never the best man.
You know what? He's always falling short. And sometimes, honestly, I look at him and think, Ollie must be thinking, he looks in the mirror and thinks, shit, look, I look like a ghost. From when he first walked in, he must look like a ghost, man, right? With his hair and everything, you know what I mean? And he's thinking, yo, I might just dip and take that. Because that's why I put on Twitter, sometimes Ollie is Ollie out, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah. The way he makes moves, sometimes Ollie is Ollie out. But I just say it. Fish, what from the head. You can you know the funniest thing, bro? One thing I say about Woodward, he's got some of the fan base on toast, bro. He comes out. The other day, when we went on that mad run, we were getting beat. Rumor started on Twitter. Woodward might be leaving. You know who put that out there. And then, when we lose 3 games in a row, United are linked with a sporting director. They're linked with his football director. I'm like, what? Bro, it's like clockwork. I promise you. I've been watching this for the past 5 years. I've watched it closely. Every time United go on a bad run, every time finger gets pointed at the board, we hear the sporting director. This man, United are having a talk of this man. Darren Fletcher, Rio Ferdinand, Patrice Evra. What? What qualification have these mans got to be sporting? What contacts have they got? Vibes FC we are. Mussa, just to kind of close this up, you know what I mean? It's been a very, very good chat. You know what I mean? How long do you see Ollie lasting? Listen, tomorrow's a big game. Tomorrow. Listen, I'm going to look forward to that one. Tomorrow's a big game. Ollie loses tomorrow. If you lose tomorrow, And then we're in the Europa League this time next week.
Oh,
Pressure,
yeah.
Good night, Vienna. Good night, Vienna.
There is pressure. And trust me, there is pressure and there's frustrations. Because like you said, bro, if we win our game, if we win tomorrow, we go in the top 4. If we beat Leipzig or we get a draw, that's the thing about it. Against PSG, bro, you know what hurts me the most? If we take Fred off at halftime, at the most out of that game, we're getting a draw. At the most.
Do you know what I'm upset with Oli though again with Oli is because I think we flopped. I told people a long time ago we flopped the Champions League when we lost to the Turkish side in the first game.
That's
when we flopped. How did we lose that? Because we should be through.
Bro, I'm telling you, you know what? I called that game the Benny Me, the Benny.
Benny Me.
I can't even get the words out, bro. You know what? Benny, you ever heard that Benny? You know that comedian back in the day, 80s comedian, Benny Hill.
Yeah.
I call that the Benny Hill sponsor match, mate. That was your Benny Hill comedy, mate. That game,
listen.
if I watch it again, I can't watch that game, replay aspects of that game, goals of that game without Benny Hill.
Because we're meant to be, we was meant to be in a position where we could have lost to PSG and still been through. We shouldn't have had to even go in that game looking for a win, and that's the problem because we started the group so good. Why did we even have to be in that position? Why are we in this position?
Oli,
bro, I'm still laughing. I'm still laughing at Matic trying to chase them the bar.
Listen, I want a prediction from you guys.
Bro, that win was forever long. Listen. That's the strangest goal I have ever seen watching football in 30 years. Understanding properly. That to me, that all I can hear is that Benny Hill theme tune, and all I can hear is Matic like going backwards. The last time I rode forward, he looks like it's on the treadmill going backwards.
Listen, give me a prediction tomorrow.
Bro, listen, Saeed is almost older than that club. That's how embarrassing it is. And we can go like that. You know, Saeed is a young gun. I don't know how old you are, bro. But
listen, I'm 27. I'm old now, man.
Listen, Saeed is almost older than that club, bro. That club. That's how. 1990 they were just going that club, man. 1990.
Give me a result tomorrow. Give me a result tomorrow.
Well, Saeed, to me, that's what I'm saying to you. I don't know who's going to play. Is he going to play? If he's going to play Fred to babysit, Fred and McTominay to babysit, Maguire and Lindelof, then we might sneak at 1-0. But our record there, it's not good. We all know that.
Shocking. Even goes back to Mourinho days.
To me,
Van Gaal. Remember Van Gaal when we lost to Van Gaal?
Listen, Van der Beek has to play tomorrow. Van der Beek has to play tomorrow. And Man United need to go for the 3 points, mate. I don't mind losing side. I've always said to you, I'm fair, regardless of whoever the manager is. If we go for it and we miss, if we go for it and they keep us man of the match, I don't mind whatever the result is because then I can say, at least the team give it a go, right? They give it, right? So you have to earn to win the games. But sometimes if your team plays well, you can only just think, you know what? We were unlucky today. I don't mind being unlucky, but I just don't want to see another West Brom, bro. That's one thing I don't want to see.
Yeah.
Because that put me to sleep, bro. Put me to sleep.
Mussa, what's your result tomorrow? Give me a prediction before we wrap this up.
Just based on the last couple of games we played against West Ham and knowing how Man United are, I think it's 2-1 either way.
2-1 either way.
You know what I mean? I feel like they beat us 2-1 or we beat them 2-1. But that's it. And that's how bad it is. Like, that's where we are. Like, we can go on. Like I said, we beat Leipzig, then we beat PSG, then we lose to the Turkish team. Then it's like the way we are, you never know what's going on with United. And that's why it's so sad. It's so sad. So sad. I remember when I went up to I remember when Saeed was calling it Ole Gunnar freestyle. I didn't believe it. But I'm telling you, man. I've had to come to believe it, man. We just freestyle all the time. It's so fast, so you just got to accept it.
It's not freestyle because you know what? Some of the best rappers, freestylers I know, they're consistent, bro. They're consistent. Their freestyles are consistent.
Listen, it's no freestyle, but yo,
It's like a man who's never rapped, a man's never held a mic trying freestyle, bro. That's what it is. It's like we're stuck on that. It's like that record. You know the record when you buy the old school records and the one scratched to hell out of it. You know when it's just going around the needle and it's just crackling.
Moments
We're just
FC.
stuck with that record, mate. So
Yo.
for me, he's under pressure tomorrow, Saeed. People think because I've seen what's happening on the radio, I've seen on Twitter. I know bare Chelsea fans, I know bare Arsenal fans, bare Liverpool fans have all got their burner accounts, right? Twitter burner accounts, going Ollie out or Ollie in and all of that, starting the madness. We already know that, right? But when you see Woodward and Ollie trending 2 days consecutively on Twitter,
something's going
there's
wrong.
something happening, bro. There's something's happening.
Yeah.
Even when I take into consideration all of the burner accounts, even all of the burner accounts from our rivals, when I take that into consideration, tomorrow there's pressure. To me, United win tomorrow, there's confidence going into that game. But this time next week, boys, we could be holding tight with Arteta and Jose Mourinho, mate. We could be holding tight. Europa League, baby.
Listen, guys, we're gonna have to end it on this one, guys. It's been a long 1 hour and a half. You know what I mean? We had, you know what I mean, man like Mussa Bilal, Ash Kane, you get me? He was on the building one time, you get me? We got Mussa in the building, we got that guy, Red Devil, Nuradin. It's good to see you back, man. Before you leave, you know what I mean? Tell the people, man, you get me? Like, you know, you're doing some stuff and you will be back, man. You will be back.
Yeah. Listen, hopefully, Listen,
come on.
My guy, COVID took my job, mate. COVID went, nah, thank you. COVID gave me a backhand, mate, in terms of my job. So I've been volunteering here and there, doing bits here and there to help the community, man. I've been just doing bits. I've been trying to get out there and about, man. Doing bits. And that's why, you know what I'm saying? But the channel is coming. I just need to sort out a couple of bits. You know what I mean? I still need a bit of help just to sort out, but I'm going to get it sorted out. But the football therapy is on its way, mate. Because look like you United fans need that therapy, man. You need some of you. Some of you are dying, man. I can see. So many aspects of it is funny. The only game that I proper watched, the last couple of league games, but it was that game on was it Sunday or Saturday? Was it Sunday when we played Southampton? Was it Sunday we played?
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. That was a good, man, because it took me back to the old days, man. Reload, Man United giving people 2-0 head start, you know what I mean, and coming and clapping back at them.
Yeah.
But we owed Southampton that. We owed, if any team, we owed them that. So I was absolutely gassed, absolutely happy. You know what I mean? Happy with the performance against Paris Saint-Germain, but the mistakes are there, and Ollie can only learn on a job for so long. I don't think sacking him is not going to solve anything. Well, we got Woodward in the background.
What's your name then? What's your name? What's your name called then?
Say that again?
What's the name? What's the name of that then? What do we say if we don't have what?
If you don't have what?
Don't have structure. What happens?
Oh, listen, no structure, no cigar. Simple. Good night, Vienna, no structure, no cigar.
Yeah,
Man United, like I said, Man United are going to go nowhere, not going to win nothing if we don't get the structure sorted out. Sack Ollie all you want. Bring Poch in. Bring whoever you want in. Man United are not getting any closer to sniffing that Premier League, and they're not going to get into the Champions League. We might fluke it. We might fluke a cup. But to me, I want Man United to be consistently challenging for the league. That's where I want Man United. I'm not asked fighting for top 4. I'm sick of these things, man. We're better than that. We are better. People don't understand something. Some of the young fans don't understand how far we have fallen. Empires crumble, but my gosh, we have crumbled. Where we are scraping to fight to get to top 4. I used to laugh at teams fighting for top 4. What? Challenge for the league. And now I'm like, I keep checking the table going, oh, we need to get into the top 4. We need to be in we need to be in this position. We need to be in that. What?
You know what's crazy? Like, even though we're in front of City and things like that, we still don't have that confidence. It shows you we don't have the confidence in our team, in our club, and we just don't have. So are we still that same Man United? Are we even better than West Ham? Are we better than Southampton? Are we better than these teams, really?
Musa, when you get that structure, bro, I'm out here with my chest out, bro. I'm out here with my chest out, bro. I am telling you,
Nuradin.
I'm going to be walking around this city in a different way, mate. Different way. If we get structure, that's the only way things can improve, brothers. I promise you. I've watched this. I have watched it. The reason why Barcelona failed is because they had the wrong structure. I just don't want any structure. I want the right structure. Not any structure, the right structure.
Right structure. Nuradin, where can they find you?
That guy, Red Devil, mate.
Come on, man. Go check him out on Twitter. You get me? Go check him out, guys. Big up to the Nuradin for coming back on the channel. You get me? Each and every time, each and every love. Mussa, big up for you for coming on as well. You get me? Where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, obviously, my personal account is Revert to Islam. My charity is Resole CIC, distributing shoes to the homeless and to unaccompanied minors, refugees. We've got a charity drive in London next week in Brixton. It's going to be for 2 weeks. People can come down, donate your shoes. You know what I mean? The shoes we get, we collect them. They're going to be hitting back the streets. And we're coming Manchester next month for a drop.
Yo, we're here. We're here. I'm there, man.
We're here, man. Give us hit us up, man. Hit us up. Let us know a couple of weeks before, man. We'll see if we can do a collection as well in Manchester, bro.
Definitely,
definitely, man. But yo, guys, it's been a pleasure, man. We had Muslim Bilal, we have Mussa, and we have Nuradin on the show, guys. Before you leave this video, please smash a like on the video. You get me? Subscribe to United Central. We're nearly at 25k, guys. So please subscribe to United Central. And yeah, man, after the video, if you are watching this after the video, you get me? Like the video, subscribe to United Central, follow these guys. I will see you soon, guys. Been an eventful one. Hopefully we can do this again. Guys, take care. Enjoy your